Why would the Kunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world.
You didn't really answer my question.
No, I didn't.
Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, dwarf.
So you must know your way around a battlefield, then.
Some of them. They aren't all alike.
Never mind, let's keep moving.
As you wish.
Sten approves! Don't know how he approves, but he approves.
Yes.
I wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak, then.
That's it.
Then I suggest we move on.
What were you doing in that cage?
Sitting, as you observed.
Actually, you were standing. Um... Do you have to be so literal?
No, it's a choice, not a necessity.
uh... Fine, let's drop this for now.
Pashera. Was there anything else?
Never mind.
As you wish.
I was hoping to get more out of you. Whatever. Alistair, this time, hopefully you're actually Alistair.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Can you teach others to be a Templar?
I already said I wouldn't. The answer is still no.
Fine, be that way.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
What would happen if we just left? I don't know if I want to ask you this.
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
No more questions.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. What do you need?
Gotta go. Okay, never mind. Oh, Liliana, have we not talked to you yet?
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
You are a traveling minstrel. Do you have tales to share? I think we did this already.
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Yeah, we already did this. Hmm. One thing we can probably do is give these people some gifts. If I can remember which gifts go where. Clearly these don't go to her. The fat loot does.
That's a wonderful thought.
Holy cow,
I don't know what to say.
plus 50. That's amazing. Plus 50, man. She just jumped right up there. That was awesome. Bronze symbol of Andraste. I think this goes to her too.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
I'm not sure what other gifts go to her, so we'll leave her there for now. Plus 50. Holy cow. You have anything to say now, Liliana?
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair?
Oh, she really likes this. This is her way of hitting on us now. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Just 2 gifts did that. My hair, thank you.
It's very nice and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. One year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair. The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels.
Poor birds.
Yes, I don't envy them. She never washed her hair. But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you, like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
And I actually do like the way you ramble.
You see? This is what I mean. You're such a pleasure to talk to. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
Do you often enjoy the company of other women?
And what would you do if I said I do? Very much so, in fact.
I think I might giggle, maybe LaCoy.
Huh? You must do that then. Perhaps later when I'm not prepared for it. Surprise me. Come then, let us get going. If I recall correctly, you have some important earth-shattering business to attend to.
That's pretty funny. 2 gifts and bam, they're happy.
I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me. Safer.
I know what you mean.
I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows.
It's not silly to seek moments to lay down your burdens.
I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly. Sometimes I succumb and fall asleep and wake to find you still watchful, and I know you're watching out for me.
It would be nice if you stayed awake for a change. You never have to feel afraid with me.
What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around you. I know you'll be there when I need you. You are our leader and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am.
You're cute when you're embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm just flushed because of the heat.
I've always wanted us to be more than just friends.
Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me? You made me say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, how very awkward.
I thought you were comfortable around me.
Well, yes, but don't question me. I am a woman and I reserve the right to be inconsistent. Why am I being such a baby about this? I must be a sight spilling my guts.
There we go.
Well, that settles it then.
Oh, this is great. I had no idea in this set of videos I'd be already completing pretty much a romance with one of the characters. All because of the gift thing. That's awesome. Who knew before we actually got started on major quests in the game we'd already have the romance done.
The stars are out.
For once, a clear night.
It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the blight. That whatever happens down here, they will shine eternally, their light undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier?
I can't say I've heard it.
A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called Elindra. She had many suitors, but spurned them all, for she did not love them. One day, Elindra was sitting by her window in her father's castle, singing and dreaming, when her lovely voice caught the attention of a young soldier. Entranced by her song, the soldier drew near to Elindra's window. As their eyes met, he fell in love with her, and she with him. When Elindra told her father about the man she had chosen, he was furious, for Elindra was high-born, but her love nothing more than a common soldier. To keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned in the highest tower of his castle, and sent her soldier to the wars. Alas, not a month had passed before news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love, and beseeched the gods to deliver her from this cruel world. So earnest was her plea that the gods themselves were moved. They gathered Elindra into their arms and lifted her high into the heavens, where she became a star. The gods also raised up the soul of Elindra's soldier love, and there he dwells, across the horizon from her. The band of stars between them is a river of Elindra's tears, cried for her lost love. They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier.
I'll never look at stars the same way again.
This story is one of my favorites, a tale of a love so great and so enduring that it defies death and moves the gods to action. Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist?
If we lose hope in love, then we are truly lost.
I never expected you to say that. It is a pleasant surprise.
Why is it a surprise?
I have to say there is a certain severity to you. Finding a person behind that all is nice. Maybe you should let your softer side show more often. Sometimes following your heart, not your head, leads you to remarkable places.
One thing I need to do is put Liliana back on with her bow. I don't know why she's not doing that. I'll have to change her tactics after a while, I guess.
I'm here for you.
We need to talk.
Of course.
What will you do when this is all over?
I have not given this a lot of thought. What will I do? A brief stop at the cloister in Lothering is in order. I left quite abruptly, and I should tie up loose ends if I can.
That sounds reasonable.
I'll not stay in Lothering for long. My time in the cloister was a time of healing, but I am ready to face the world again.
I would like to see the world too.
There's so much out there. Adventures to be had and stories to be told. I want to be part of it all. I might need some company. And you're not too irritating. You're welcome to come along if you like.
I'd love to.
It is settled then. You and I wandering the world, seeking our fortunes. I can't wait.
Alistair's gonna be so jealous. So very jealous.
I'm here for you.
We need to talk
Of course.
about us.
Wait, you want to talk about us? Is there something bothering you?
You are the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Really? You think so? You're so sweet.
Alright. Enough messing around there. I wonder how jealous Alistair is.
What do you need? Ask away.
Apparently he doesn't care. So let's give him some gifts. I forget what all goes to him, so I'm gonna have to give him this one, I guess.
I could get used to this, you know.
Plus 50. Look at that. That's a huge boost. I can give him another one too. That would be hilarious. You know what? Sure, let's go ahead. You won't take it? Oh, pooey. Anything new to say now that you really like us again?
Something on your mind? Of course.
Can you teach others to be a Templar?
Others, yes, but not yourself. I need someone who's trained first as a warrior. It's as much about discipline as anything. I guess if I'm going to give up Chantry secrets, I may as well go all the way. Send whoever you want trained to me in camp, and I'll see what I can do.
That was easy enough.
Something on your mind? Of course.
If you were raised in the Chantry, have you never...
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
You know what I mean.
I'm not sure I do. Have I never seen a basilisk? Ate jellied ham? Have I never licked a lamppost in winter? Oh, so that's what we're talking about. I admit I've never had a woman just come out and ask me like this, that's for sure. I myself never had the pleasure. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course. But, you know.
You never had the opportunity.
Well, living in the Chantry is not exactly a life for rambunctious boys. They taught me to be a gentleman, especially in the presence of beautiful women such as yourself. That's not so bad, is it?
You think I'm beautiful?
Did I say beautiful? Do you have any particular opinion on my saying that?
I might like hearing it from you.
Then I'll have to think of something more provocative next time, won't I? Until then, we should get underway, no? I have many tearful nights in my tent to contemplate, after all.
That's hilarious. Samantha is such a player, playing Liana and playing Alistair.
Yes?
Let's see.
Of course.
What changes about you after the joining?
You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
You've been a Grey Warden longer than I have.
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see."
He wouldn't tell you?
Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. My face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
So it was a joke.
More like an initiation. They all went through it too. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
Nightmares, yes, I know what you mean.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
His time has come.
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live, give or take. The taint, it's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
Why Orzammar?
You'll always find Darkspawn down where the dwarves are. The oldest Grey Wardens head to the deep roads for one last glorious battle. Not that there's a shortage of Darkspawn during a blight, but that's the tradition. The dwarves respect us for it. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. Well, there you have it.
I never wondered that, I understand.
You know, Duncan, he started having the nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
He will be remembered, Alistair, as will the others.
I know. Ending the blight should make this all worthwhile, right?
Wow, by the time I get done with this set of videos, our crew here is gonna love us.
So this might sound a bit strange, but I have to ask. It's a personal question.
What kind of personal question?
I'm wondering about Liliana, really. It seems like the two of you have become quite friendly.
Jealous, are you, Alistair? You aren't jealous, are you?
No, I'm not jealous. I'm just curious. Maybe I shouldn't be asking this, but what's going on between you two? Is it something serious?
It might be. I haven't decided yet.
I was under the impression that the two of you were romantically involved. I would have said something sooner, but I didn't know how to put it without sounding, jealous. So, now that I've got that off my chest, let me ask something else. Do you have any feelings towards me?
I've come to care for you a great deal.
I'd hoped that was the case. That wasn't too soon, was it?
No, not really. I liked it.
Good. I'll take that as a good sign. What about Liliana then? I mean, sure, hot, but I don't like the idea of you leading her on.
Oh, that was hilarious. I mean, sure, hot. That's hilarious. Um, Crap. Why do you make me choose? Why? Why? Ah. Don't make me decide between you, Alistair. I really hope I don't have to reload this.
Well, you're going to have to. I'm sorry, but if you don't, it's just not fair to Liliana. Or to me.
Ah! No! Pooey! You're gonna... I shouldn't... Then... You leave me no choice, I choose you. I guess.
Thank you. I am a lucky man, don't I know it? Now, let's get back to what we were up to before, lest I forget why we're here.
Liliana disapproves by 10. Ah! Yeah. Alistair. Why? I'm gonna reload that. That is so not fair. I'll get back to you guys. Sten, what can we give you? I don't think we can give you that, can we? No. I forget what it is you like. Whatever. To figure that out later. Can I give Morgan anything? Alistair doll, of course.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
This little doll, fashioned from mags and pins, is restrictions Morgan use. Morgan can amuse herself by inflicting indignities on the Alistair. Apparently can't. Whatever. Let's see if Morgan has anything else to say. At least we don't have to worry about hitting on her, because she doesn't like us in that way.
I await your command.
So life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
And did they speak back?
Don't be foolish. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments, the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
What happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
Flemeth was right, no doubt.
Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
They made you stronger, didn't they?
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Yay, she's happy with us. Such a rare occasion with Morgan.
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you?
Tell me, are you really Flemeth's daughter?
I assume you were actually asking whether Flemeth herself gave birth to me. Truly, I do not know. I once asked Flemeth that very question, and she merely laughed at me. 'Tis not inconceivable that she could capture a chastened man, or perhaps change to a more attractive form to attract him willingly. I find it more difficult to imagine her with child.
She was not always as old as she is now, was she?
As a matter of fact, I remember her being younger once. She had black hair, much like my own, long and lustrous. But how could that be if she is centuries old? Has she become wizened only recently? Or are the tales of her legend only that, and nothing more? I do know the tales of Flemeth having many daughters, even though I have never met another, and Flemeth has always treated me as her blood.
She doesn't seem very motherly.
Must one be a doting and simpering moron to be considered a suitable mother? Flemeth taught me everything I needed to learn. How to survive, the meaning of power, the truth of men. If other mothers do not teach these things, then I believe them the lesser.
I suppose that's true.
You suppose it's true? 'Tis true. To indulge in love is to indulge in delusion. Surely a Grey Warden such as yourself does not believe otherwise.
No, you're quite right.
And I am glad to hear it.
For a second there, I was worried she was not going to like us much anymore.
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Okay, pretty much done there for now. Alright, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and end these videos here now, and when we come back, I want to go ahead and let you guys decide. Should I continue the romance with Liliana or with Alistair? Because it seems like either one of them will give us an ultimatum to pick one or the other, so you let me know which one you want me to go with, and we'll go from there, Liliana or Alistair. At this point, we could continue with either one, but they're going to make us choose one or the other. So let me know what you guys want to see. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. Let's make a save. I am the Good Old Gamer, and this has been more Dragon Age Origins. A lot of dialogue, a lot more dialogue to come, I'm sure. So yeah, bye for now.